Hello everyone, this is Etho, and welcome back to another video inside of Etho's lovely world. No, hello, this is Moss Hive Network, or whoever you want to call me. So this is a special world that I've been working on for quite a few days now, not too long. So I spawned in the world nowhere close to here, and I used cheats to find the nearest toxic caves, and it took a little while, but I got all the way here, and I found this Acacia village and made it my home. And over the years, not years, over the past few days, because of the zombies from Spore, they have killed all the villagers, and it's basically just isolated here now. And so what's going on here is that I used one of the houses and just built off of that, and I made this large makeshift house on stilts. Uh, Part of it is not on stilts, but over here it is. And this specific mod pack is originally meant for From Another World, as well as other horror mods like From the Fog, uh, Cave Dweller, The Man from the Fog, stuff like that. And it's not really about From Another World right now. It's just like, about surviving in this village, dealing with the spore zombies, uh, the zombies from fungal infection spore, and yeah. And the thing about it is, I've been kind of having fun. I had to, I slowed down. I took my time, getting resources to keep building this house. It doesn't look the best, but it's important for it to be elevated off the ground, and you can kind of see, you might know why. And there's just something about like elevated houses that give you this sense of security. It lifts you off the ground, and all the mobs that are down below you are still on normal ground and they can't get up to you. And and it's not just about like elevated houses, but just something in Minecraft and like other games, or even in real life in general, how you're in this like house of sorts, and you have this sense of safety. And uh even when you're like outside on the porch or whatever, but outside of the house, especially at night, or specifically at night, you get this sense of danger. And it's just like, a few steps away, but I don't really know how else to explain it. You get this, mixture of coziness of your home and safety, and you get this like ominous, dangerous feeling of the outside world, of like monsters being outside that could hurt you. It's really neat. This base has gone along really far, surprisingly. I have the Apotheosis mod, so some of your armor and weapons have these perks on them. I have Farmer's Delight, as you can see with all the different stuff. Uh, I have everything as copper, very useful mod that makes copper actually worth mining. I like the look of copper, but it's just, other than that, it's not really useful for anything. I love the copper bars too, and these copper grates. Over there is a platform, uh, just has crops growing on it, and I want everything to be elevated off the ground because soon all of this may be gone. And I cannot explain what that is or why that happens. but it happens. Here's the loot from Fungal Infection Spore. It is a nice mod, and the weapons you can craft with it is pretty good, but there's this specific mob, the Infected Vindicator, which is so freaking annoying because it has this like psychic ability to pull you towards it, and there's like nothing you can do about it unless you fight it, and it's just extremely annoying. I almost debated like about uninstalling the mod at one point because it was so annoying, but if I uninstalled it, then I wouldn't get these cool weapons. And also, uh, I've had this addiction, I guess, or obsession with invasion or and infection mods lately. Uh, the aliens from another world have not been around lately because the ship, I believe, crashes somewhere around you or at spawn, and we are far from that. So, soon though, I will bring the alien back to this world in this specific place, and it will take over and infect the village, and when that happens, Plan B will happen. You're probably wondering what these scaffoldings are. They're rusty scaffoldings from Alex's caves. Now, I really like Alex's caves, but the problem with it is that it's really laggy. Even when I'm not recording, when I go down in that mine, it just gets really bad. I don't know what the problem is. Uh, I tried to keep this mod pack to a minimum. I think there's only like 44 mods running, maybe a little bit over, because my computer does not do that well, performance-wise. But yeah, I think download. It's just I can't really use Alex's caves on this mod pack. I want it to be not very laggy, and I guess yeah, maybe it's just not meant to be, but I'm doing it anyways. I'm having Alex's caves on here anyways. So yeah. I have a couple non-existent houses here. They are gone, and they're a really good source for acacia wood. And I didn't really care for the villagers anyways, and they were all gone at this point. I also use a mod called Village Spawn Point, by the way. It's really useful if you want to get like a good start on any world. Unless you hate villages, I can understand that. There's a few houses left over, and I want to wait for it to get nighttime so you can kind of experience what I'm talking about like how uh, being elevated off the ground in your house gives you this extra security and this like sense of comfort and coziness and safety while there's also like danger nearby. Uh, yeah, I put this village to ruins. And if you're wondering about like the houses being elevated off the ground and everything else being elevated off the ground, the alien from another world mod, or yeah, from another world, that's the name of the mod. It spreads this infection. It starts out as like these red sprawling tentacles or veins, and it also like assimilates the grass and it camouflages, and like it spreads and messes up the land. So my counter to that is to build off of the ground. Uh, Having this scaffolding here is kind of dangerous, as well as these like fences, because it can grow up on it. But I do have FTB Ultimine, so it should be easy to get rid of it, but it constantly spreads, so it's hard to manage. It's getting to the sunset, so we're going to see a few visitors appearing soon. And before that happens, I want to show you these entrances I made. Here's entrance 1. I found this cave. Well, it's not a cave, it's more like a crater. And then I dug down there into Alex's caves, specifically the toxic caves. It's my favorite cave in the mod. It's just really good in my opinion because I've always well, first of all, my favorite color is green, and then there's also the radioactive stuff that I'm fascinated with, that science fiction or science fantasy kind of genre. Here's entrance 0. Uh, I just dug down here randomly and found the toxic caves that way. I think this is where I found one of those little, I don't know what you would call them, but they're like made of scrap metal. I call it a bunker kind of thing because that's what I use it for. And Lord Odin the Doctor has awoken nearby. Anyways, over there will be entrance 2. It opens to a large cave, but I also made like a stairway down there to the toxic caves, and that's where the other bunker is, I believe. Yeah, but we're gonna get inside. I might just sleep and make it day so I can show you, but at the same time, I want to show you the experience of the night. I don't know if we'll encounter any of them here, but uh, Herobrine isn't the only one haunting me. Uh, oh man, that sounds so childish when you say that. Like when you're like a kid and you believe in when you believed in Herobrine back then. There's that random boss from the Apotheosis mod. They summon and appear with random names and such. So the mods I have are like Cave Dweller. Actually, it's not the Cave Dweller. It's called the Corpse Stalker, and I believe it's like some kind of undead version of the Cave Dweller by the looks of it. It does like the same behavior and stuff, but I wanted to change things up, so that's why I chose that instead of the normal Cave Dweller mod. There's the Man from the Fog, basically, you know, the night version of the Cave Dweller. The guy with like really long teeth, scary looking guy. There is the Midnight Lurker. Uh, there's a couple things or one thing about that mod that I don't really like, but I'll deal with it. I kind of want to cram like all of the Stalker or Dweller mods in here. Then there's the Starved Stalker, which is like this weird thing that looks, it reminds me of a reptile, but yeah, it comes up to you, tries to sneak up on you and hunts you down and whatever. It's kind of the same old song with these dwellers. They kind of do the same thing, but I don't know, I like it. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much and I making you bored or whatever, but I just have a lot of things to explain. I feel like I want to get through it as much as fast as possible, which that kind of sucks now that I think about it. But I'm just gonna go around here and see if we encounter anything. Of course, the time when I'm recording, nothing happens. I got this really good bow. The reach on this sword is ridiculous and awesome. Ouch. Dang it. Oh well. Okay, hear creepy music. Yeah, one of these Dweller mods adds like creepy music that will randomly play, and instead of spooky, it gets annoying. But I don't think it's like the long version. I think that was just a random ambient song. And look who that is. He's sneaking up right now. Look at that guy. What the heck are you trying to do, buddy? Trying to get me? No, no, no. No, you don't. And then, when he enters his chase mode, this kind of cool music will start playing. Oh, I hope he doesn't swim up the waterfall. That'll be bad. I actually never tried fighting him. Oh, he has a swimming animation. Oh, I did. Oh, he can come up here. Okay. Where'd he go? What the heck? Okay, well, he's gone now. This was where my enchantment table would go if there was one. I still need to get diamonds, I still need to get obsidian, and yeah, Minecraft can be a hassle sometimes, right? If I'm lazy, that is. I can probably go find diamonds if I really wanted to, but my main focus has been going into the toxic caves and getting stuff there. It's a really fun experience. I just wish I knew what was causing the lag, and yeah, the frame rate gets pretty bad down there. But thankfully up here it's pretty good. But yeah, I should probably like put a fence gate here or something. And my right foot fell asleep because I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, whatever. Actually want to try something. This might look ridiculous, but oh, look at that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, look at that. He was in the tree. That is crazy. Let's see if I can find the man from the fog. He might not be here. Yeah, it's morning now. He's not gonna show up. And the Midnight Lurker is not gonna show up either. At least the Starved Stalker showed up. The reason why I like having so many of these Stalker or Dweller mods here is I've always had this kind of thing happen to me when I was a kid. It's like I was starved for content. I always want to have a massive variety of stuff, especially when it comes to mobs. I guess that's why I like invasion and infection mods too. That's a part of it. Uh, yeah, that's a part of it at least. Oh, and that creepy music's playing again. Let's fix that. There we go. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the video, but things have been going well to an extent, it looks like. And wow, I got a trident. Wow. Might use that for a while. Oh, entrance on again. Why? So entrance 2 is over here, and I pissed off an enderman. Great. Oh, okay. Okay, so walking over here, yeah, walking over here, you get. I left it behind a trail of what's called rad rock. Uh, nice rock in my opinion. I don't know. I really like the color green. Okay, and yeah, there's a trail of like just random crap. Well, blocks, anyways. I left this tower here where the entrance is. Uh, somewhere around here. But also there's this natural entrance that leads into the cave, or so I thought. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. There's part of it. You see like the uranium, the rad rock. And the scary thing is, uh, the mobs from the spore mod, right? Fungal infection spore. They will attack other mobs from like different mods. And there's a mob in this Alex's Caves mod called the New Creeper, which is like a nuclear version of the Creeper, like a really powerful version of it. And its explosion is like that of a charged Creeper, except a little bit more powerful. And they will attack the new Creepers, and the new Creepers will explode, and that will cause, you know, a lot of destruction. Uh, Most of the time they get killed one time before they explode, but sometimes you will hear that siren go off when they're gonna explode, and I've gained like a new liking for that kind of sound. I don't know, just the alarm sound when a new creeper or whatever is about to go off. Pretty cool. Next vid I do about this world, we're gonna go down to the bunkers in Alex's caves, or the toxic caves, and I might have to film it in creative mode because it's gonna it's gonna be messy, because I know it's gonna lag badly. So yeah, sorry people. I'm definitely not doing it this video because it's a miracle that's not that laggy in this video. So yeah, I guess I'll run home. If you made it this far, I thank you so much for watching, and I ask you, please leave a comment telling me what you think of this world, what you think of the mods, just anything, I guess. And have a good night or day.